Today we're going to be experimenting with origami art. On your Schoology page, you'll notice that I included a link to this website. It has so many great origami examples. We'll get to that in just a moment. In general, when you're making origami art, unless it states otherwise, you want your paper to be nice and square, symmetrical. So one easy thing you can do to create a template for yourself is just find one of these inserts from a magazine, and you're going to fold the short side against the long side, trying to keep that corner nice and crisp. And then you're just going to cut off the excess. So this is going to be your paper pattern, and this will allow you to cut your paper to size. So when it comes to paper, you're more than welcome to use any paper of your choice. A couple examples would be, a map works great. I found this beautiful paper from a magazine. You might want to notice what's on the front and the back. Maybe you already have some brightly colored paper in your home. So say I want to use this magazine to make my origami. You'll notice it has some nice colors front and back. I can come in and I could trace around my square, or I could carefully just hold it in place and cut out around my square, whatever works best for you. Have fun experimenting with paper options for this assignment. So you can see I have a nice square piece of paper there, and I'm going to select sea creatures, and I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make a crab. Where's my crab? Crab number 2. So I'm going to make this guy. All right, so it gives you 2 options. Diagram, which is just a basic simple sketch, or you could choose animation. And this is a short little slideshow. It goes a little bit faster. It's really up to you which one you want to choose. I'm going to go for diagram today. So a couple simple things. Notice that they have a pink side and a white side. The pink side is supposed to be the paper that will show on the outside of your design, like my little crab here. So keep that in mind. If you have a side of your paper that you prefer, consider that the pink side. So I'm doing just what it says here. I'm folding horizontal and I'm folding vertically. And here it's asking me to fold it in half one more time. It does help to work on a tabletop surface so you can get your folds nice and crisp. Some of these can be a little tricky, so if you try one and you're just not getting it, maybe try a simpler design. So for number 2, it's asking me, like the arrow is showing me which way I want to open up the paper. And I'm going to open it up, sort of looking ahead to the next step. I'm going to have something like that. I'm going to turn it over and do that on the other side. Again, making sure my folds are nice and crisp. Definitely working on a tabletop makes a huge difference. Really, really helps a lot because you need a hard surface to get those crisp fold lines. So now I have something like this. So this one can be, a little tricky as well. So fold inside on the dotted line. So it's asking me to create a fold there. See those dashed lines? I'm actually folding and unfolding. So it's perforated for me, or it has a little fold in it. And this one can be a little tricky. See where this arrow loops? That means it wants me to fold it to the inside. So I'm folding it underneath. And I'm always checking to make sure that my paper looks like the diagram. So now it says turn over, and I'm going to be folding up. But notice my fold does not go all the way to the top, just like their diagram there. And now I'm folding down, just like I see in the picture there. These are going to be my crab's legs. And now it says to turn it over. And now you see my little crab guy. I could come in if I wanted and add some eyes with a marker or something that I have to work with. And there's my little crab.